What's up everybody, my name is Sydney and I'm your official CAPA vlogger for the spring of 2015, which was in London. Okay, so if you cannot see, I'm not in London anymore. I am here now back home in Silver Spring, Maryland. Love being home, but it is kind of sad that I'm no longer in London, a place where I love so much. But being here back home has actually given me a chance to like reflect on my time and like everything that I learned and how I grew and kind of changed while abroad. So I can kind of share those ideas with you guys. So I think an important thing is to know kind of how I grew as a person during studying abroad. You know, when you go abroad, you want to kind of look at yourself and what you want to get out of it. And at the end, I realized that I've changed by first being more aware of global politics and kind of international, you know, occurrences and things. Because for us being here in America, anything that happens in Europe is kind of across the pond. It kind of feels far away. But you know, when you're in Europe and something happens there, it creates a whole new perspective for you. One example is with the migrants, you know, off the coast of Italy, and being in America, that would have been like something that happened over there in Italy. But when we were in the EU, you know, in the UK, in the EU, it became so much more real. EU policy was something that was being discussed in the news. The news said we instead of them or they. So I mean, it was definitely something interesting to see the difference in perspective depending on where you are. So one thing I can see different in myself after going abroad is my independence. You know, after going to internship 3 days a week and then going to class and kind of just hanging out with friends and going on the tube like a real Londoner, and you know, just going out to dinner after work with friends, and you know, it gives you a sense of what it's like to be somewhat of a real person. In college, you're definitely in a bubble, but being abroad, it's popped immediately based on all the different things you get a chance to experience. Now, you know, there are certain things you learn. One thing looking back that I wish I had known, a couple things. Like one, make sure you save. That is something that is very necessary when you go abroad, because depending on where you go, you know, the exchange rate can be in your favor or not so much in your favor. In London, unfortunately, it's not so much in your favor. Things are kind of expensive. So, you know, I saved up because I knew I wanted to go abroad the year ahead, but like save up just in general, have some capital under your belt. So if you decide to go abroad and didn't have a year to save up for it, you're not totally broke when you go. And you can enjoy yourself and go to museums and go do all kinds of things, and not have to worry about like, oh my gosh, am I gonna be able to eat later on? Another piece of advice, if you go to a city that has the opportunity to internship, definitely take it. I think that's really important. I read on Forbes magazine that people are starting to look for, you know, students who have internships abroad because it gives you a global perspective and adds to their workplace. So if you can intern, do it. You know, I got a chance to meet some locals, meet some new people. They were so funny and cool, and it's something to add to your resume, but it enhances your time abroad. So why don't you fully immerse yourself, and if you can, get an internship in your host city. I think going abroad is an amazing experience that everyone should have, because as our generation becomes more globalized, I think it's important to have a truly global, not an experience through the internet, but like an experience firsthand in what other people do in other countries. So definitely take the chance if you can, and you know, good luck if you do go abroad. I had fun. Hope you guys had fun doing along with me. But yeah, thanks for letting me be your CAPA vlogger for the spring of 2015. It was amazing and so much fun. I wish you the best of everything. Wish me the best of everything, I hope. Yeah. Alright, well, enjoy yourselves. Toodles.